Okay. Well, come and find yourself into a comfortable seated position. So wherever you want to be, in the middle of your mat. I've chosen outside today because it was simply such a stunning day. I've just put sunblock on. It's so hot. So sitting somewhere comfortable, lifting the flesh from your sit bones. Just bringing yourself into a comfortable seated position. And just take a moment to close in with your eyes. Just bring your thoughts and awareness to the here and the now. Sorry about that. Focusing on your breath, becoming aware of the way in which your belly breathes, the shoulders soften, the spine is resting, and then down through to your hips, your sit bones and the legs. Feel free to keep with the eyes closed, or if at any stage you wish to open them, do so. Just draw down with your chin towards your chest, lengthen into the back of the neck, and then release, bring the head back to center, and lift up with the chin to the sky. Encourage the shoulders to really draw down, lifting high as you can, the face, and then just gently bringing it back down. Tilting your left ear towards your left shoulder. Gently bringing it back up to center and right ear over to the right shoulder. Bringing it back up to center, looking over your left shoulder. Just turning the head to the left. And then turning the head to the right. Just come back to center with the hands on the knees. Just gently round into the spine. And then just gently exhale as you draw forward into the chest. So it's an inhale, draw back into the chest, expand across the shoulders. And then exhale, gently sitting forward. So it's an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, rounding, and exhale, lengthening forward. Just one more time. And exhale. Nice. So taking your arms down by your side, really lengthen down through those arms. So feel the fingers extend down towards the floor. Spread your arms as far away from your mat or your sit bones as you can so that your fingertips are just touching, but the arms are nice and long. Tilting your left ear towards your left shoulder and just feel that space open up through your neck, your shoulder, your upper arm, and then bring the head back to center and over to the other side. And then bring it back up to center. This time lengthen out with your left arm and then bring the right arm all the way over the head. And then just inhale up and exhale over to the other side. Inhale up and exhale over. So just taking your time, focusing on the length through the sides of the rib cage, softening through your shoulders. Inhale and exhale over. See if you can keep your knees drawn down. There'll be a tendency for them to stick upwards sometimes. See if you can draw them down. Inhale up and exhale over. Inhale up and exhale over. The next time, you're going to hold it over to the side. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Just lengthen over with the extended arm. Soften down through your shoulders. Draw down through your knees. Breathe. And then inhale up. And exhale over to the other side. Soften down through your shoulders. And then inhale up. And exhale back to center. So bringing the hands in front. Soften with your shoulders again. Spine nice and long. And just inhale. And then exhale, release yourself forward. Lengthen out along your mat. You choose how far you wish to come down. Remember, it's your hips, your space. Just breathe. And then just gently walk the hands back towards your shins, sitting yourself up, taking the hand, the leg that's in front, take the opposite hand to the knee, and then take the other hand behind, sitting up tall and just twisting. And then slowly unwind as you come back to center. Lengthen out with the legs. And gently bouncing up the knees. My gosh, it's hot in the sun. Crossing the other leg in front. Think about that for a minute. And then we'll take the twist with the hand to the leg that's in front, the other hand behind, sitting up tall and just gently rotating. Beautiful. And then come back to center when you're ready. Release that off. Bring the hands in front, soften into the shoulders. Inhale and gently exhale, lengthen forward. Breathe. Nice. And then slowly, when you're ready, you'll walk those hands gently back towards your shins again, sitting yourself up, and we're going to bring the legs out straight. So just gently bouncing into those knees. You need to cool off a little. Lengthen out into the legs. Inhale into the arms. Extend up and just lengthen forward. Now, of course, the body might be not as warm as you would like it to be, so just pause and just take it kindly. Don't force yourself. Soften with the shoulders. Lengthen yourself a little further forward if it feels comfortable. Sigh the breath out. And then just gently tuck in with your eyes and then roll back up through your spine. Gently bouncing up the knees. So we're going to bring the right knee up and then fold your knee out to the side. So you can bring your foot as close in towards your pelvis as you like. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to do just a little twist by taking the right hand towards the outside of the left leg, left hand behind. Exhale as you release down. We're going to do this moving. So then it's an inhale, twist around left hand to right knee, and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale over to the left. Inhale, twist to the right. Inhale up, and exhale forward. Good, just keep this going. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale over. You may like to really exaggerate the twist a little bit more if you like. Through the shoulders, through the spine. Just keep working with your breath. Inhale up and exhale to twist. In which direction you go. And just keeping it going. And then for the last time, we're going to hold it folding over the leg that's in front. So hold it with that the left hand behind, the right hand front, over that left leg, gently drawing forward. Soften into the shoulders and breathe. And then just slowly release. As you come all the way up when you're ready. Nice. So bring that left leg up. Place it together with the right, so soles of the feet together. Let's just flutter in with your knees. Sitting up nice and tall. And then just holding onto those legs, bringing your forearms forward onto the shins, calves, softening into the shoulders and gently lengthening forward. Feeling the space open up into the inner thigh. And then slowly, when you're ready, we'll just release. We're going to lift up with our right leg, straighten our right leg out and keep the left leg tucked in, knee out to the side. So the same thing, left hand to the right leg, right arm behind, gently drawing over. And then we'll inhale to lift up, exhale to twist to the left. Inhale up and exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale over. Keep that going. Just gently notice where you're feeling it. Exaggerate the twist as you desire. Inhale up, exhale over. We'll just do one more to the back and then finish off coming forward. Coming forward, soften into your shoulders, lengthen down, breathing. And then again, just slowly release as you come all the way back. So this time we'll straighten up with that left leg and just bring the legs out straight again. Gently bouncing at the knees, exaggerate forward with the soles of the feet, raising up into the arms, lengthen forward, and then hinge at the hips. Exhale, side of it. Soften the shoulders, gently draw yourself forward. Just breathe. And then gently, when you're ready, roll back up through your spine, bouncing in at the knees. And then coming on around, remove your blanket or cushion if you had one. Come around onto all fours and sit yourself back into the pose of the child. So just settling the buttocks back, softening through the forehead, settling the buttocks back, and just curling, allowing that belly to settle into the thighs, really expanding into the lower back. Just observing how the body's feeling at this point in this position, face down. When you're ready, we'll extend into the arms, lengthening forward into the arms, lifting up onto your fingertips, sending back with the sit bones, and releasing the palms to the mat, the forearms to the mat. Flip the hands over to the sky, just opening in through the shoulders. And then flipping the hands back to the mat, drawing up onto all fours. We're going to lengthen forward into your arms. So we'll come to our extended puppy. So just draw down through the chest and the heart. And then gently inhale, pull the belly button in. Slight rounding through the back. And then exhale as you just soften and feel that chest and heart lengthen towards the mat. So an inhale, round into the spine. And an exhale, soften and release. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, we'll just slowly walk those hands back under. They're coming back under your shoulders. Knees are back under the hips. We'll start by lengthening back with the left leg as you draw up with your eyes. And then exhale in with the knee, tuck in with the head. So inhale back with the leg, exhale to tuck in. Work with the breath. Inhale out, exhale to draw together. Let's just do one more. This time we're going to take the leg out and then slide that knee forward, taking the sole of the foot out to the right. So coming into your pigeon, you all know this, lengthen back with that right leg. Draw upwards with your upper body, soften through the shoulders. Let's pick up with our right foot, drawing your right foot towards you. Sitting up nice and tall. Good, good, good. And then just slowly easing that off, just being kind, releasing forward and down. And just gently rocking from side to side, finding that space into your thigh, hips, buttocks, maybe the back. Lovely subtle little massage into your internal organs. And then slowly, when you're ready, we'll walk those hands back towards that left knee. And then tucking under with your right toes. You're going to slide back into our plank. So just gently lift up onto your hands and toes. Soften the shoulders, draw that belly button in, find that nice strong press up position, and then release down with your knees. Come forward with your chest, inhale forward and through, resting into your sphinx, soften into the shoulders, lift into the heart, and then slowly soften and release. Hands under the shoulders, elbows close to the rib cage, and gently push up and back onto all fours. So the hands might need to adjust under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then lengthen back with your right leg. So right leg out, eyes draw forward, exhale, tuck in, head and knee. Inhale away, and exhale to draw in. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Last one. Taking that leg out again, and then we'll slide that knee forward, so the right knee comes forward, foot out to the left, and extend back with your left leg, soften into the shoulders, and then lift up nice and tall through the upper body. Bending into that left knee as you gently draw that left foot in towards you. Good. Soften into the shoulders, breathing. And then just gently as you release, let go with the foot coming on down onto your forearms. And again, you can choose if you want to rest with the head. And then just gently rock from side to side, massaging through the hips, buttocks, and just enjoying. Gosh, what a glorious day. It's amazing outside, such beautiful birdsong. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly come all the way back up. So just walk your hands back towards your right knee. You're going to tuck under with your left toes. Slide back into your plank. So it's just a plank position. Draw back through your heels. Soften into the shoulders. Draw that belly button in. We're going to lift with our right foot off the floor. Just do a circular motion with your toes into the ankle. Take the right foot down. Pick up with the left foot. Do the same thing. Rotate into your ankle. And then take the left foot down. And when you're ready, down onto your knees. Forward with your chest, elbows close to the body, sliding forward and through into your little baby sphinx this time. So we'll take the hands out to the side with your mat, soften into the shoulders, lift into the heart, and breathe. Soak up that glorious, glorious day. Gently release, hands under the shoulders, and let's push back. Child's pose. So extend and open into the spine, keeping your arms out extended. And when you're ready, we'll come up into your Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. So spreading your hands, connecting the fingertips, tucking your toes and raising up into your hips. And just gently walk the heels, one at a time. Open through the back of the calves, the Achilles. Just do what feels right for you, for your body, your space today. And then just slowly, when you're ready, we're going to walk those feet in towards our hands. Just soften and relax and dangle down with your arms when you've come all the way forward. And just enjoy the space that you're creating through the back of the body as the frontal spine folds in together. Relax. Feel wherever it is most tight for you that you can just soften and breathe and just let it settle. When you're ready, draw the belly button in and then roll yourself up into standing. So it's just a gentle roll, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Curling, lengthening, raising. Beautiful. Climbing, sweeping your arms, extending and lengthening all the way up. Let's keep our arms shoulder width apart, fingertips raised to the sky. Soften down through your shoulders, extended Tadasana. In your own space, you're going to bring your hands together and lower your hands down in front of your heart into prayer. Feel free to close with your eyes and just observe that space that you have got, the softness that you have got through your heart, your breathing, the nimbleness through the body, yet the steadiness through the soles of the feet. You're going to open your eyes and find somewhere along the wall or the floor for you to focus on, to take your weight to the right foot as we move into Abrakasana, our tree pose. Turn your left knee out to the side, toes out to the side. And as and when you're ready, you can draw the left foot up that right leg. And you choose if you wish to extend into the arms. Draw that belly button in, you all know this one. Keep breathing. If you wish to extend the arms a little wider than shoulder width, do so. In your own space, gently lower down with the arms and take the left foot back down to the floor. Good. Let's take our weight over to the left and we'll turn out with our right knee. And just in your own space, lift up with that right foot when you're ready. Quietly breathe and extend in your own space as you lengthen up into the arms. And take your arms shoulder width apart if you prefer. And just gently in your own space, bring the hands back down in front of the heart and return with that right foot back down. Release with your arms down by your side when you're ready. We're going to bring our hands to the hips and then just gently take our weight over to the right foot. We're going to pick up with our left foot behind us. So we're going to move into our cosmic dancer. So you may wish to just stay here by gently drawing your knees down, thighs together, pushing that left foot into your hand. If you wish to work a little stronger, raise into that right arm. Lengthen up with that right arm up the side of the body, and then just gently hinging at the hips, keeping that right leg straight, a little bit soft into the knee, lengthen forward into the upper body, and push back with that left foot into the hand as you extend away, breathing. And then slowly in your own space, raise yourself back up, and then float the arms and leg back down. Bring the hands to the hips. Breathing. Taking the left foot, the weight to the left foot. And pick up with our right foot behind us. Draw those knees down towards each other. And then again, that might be enough. Otherwise, raising into the left arm. And as you choose, you can hinge at the hips and extend forward with the left arm, upper body, and push back with that right foot. Breathing, creating that space. And then slowly inhale back up. Release down with the foot. Take the arm back down. Beautiful. Let's step those feet a little bit wider. Let's raise up into your arms, holding onto your elbows. Let's raise up through one side of your ribs and hips, over into the other. Just balancing up the knees to rebound from the floor, reaching it over once more to the other side. And then from there, bending into those knees, rolling forward, ragdoll, really roll forward. And just hang. With the knees bent, the upper body is just gently rested over the thighs. And then you can release forward and down with your arms, and you're just going to swing the arms around from one side through to the other, letting the hands dangle along the ground if you can reach with the knees bent. And then come back to center, and then roll back up through your spine. And just gently coming up to stand. Let's bring your feet back into center. So we're going to start by taking our right foot back. We're going to work into our Trikonasana. So slide that right foot back, turning it out at about your 30 degrees. You're going to open the hips out to your right Looking over your left extended arm, soften into the shoulders. So you're now going to lengthen over to the left. Release the left arm down, raise into the right arm. Soften with the shoulders. Imagine that your right hand, your right arm, shoulder, and your hips, buttocks, and even your feet are just lined up against the wall. You've just got that wall to connect with. And then from here, just gently draw the belly in. Inhale, raise back up. Float and soften with the arms, bending into that left knee. Now we're going to take a wider stance, so draw that left knee forward so that you can come into your Virabhadrasana 2. Deep into that lunge. To be really strong through the left and the right foot, softening into the shoulders. Beautiful, strong position. Keeping the legs where they are. We're now going to take that right arm down. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach it up and over. And then float it all the way back. Left elbow down, right arm over. You can look under that right armpit. And then from here, we're going to turn on the hips, throwing the hands down either side of that left foot, back into your lunge, so big, deep lunge. And from here, we're going to take that left arm straight up to the sky, soften into the shoulders, just push back as much as you feel comfortable through that left heel. And then float that left arm back down, sliding back when you're ready into your plank. Nice strong plank position again, down onto the knees, into the chest, sliding forward through Sphinx or Cobra, whichever you wish. Soften into the shoulders, and then slowly float with it. Gently draw up, tuck the toes, raise back up into your Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. So again, walking the heels. Just breathe. And this time, we're going to step our right foot forward and then bring our left heel to the floor for our Trikonasana. So straightening through that right leg as you slide that left arm up, coming into your Trikonasana. So the stance might be a little bit shorter by bringing that hips right underneath, right arm down, left arm to the sky, unless you'd rather keep that left hand behind your left back. Breathing. Oh, I'm enjoying that breeze. Beautiful, good work. So draw the belly button in and then slowly inhale, raise back up. And we're going to work into our Virabhadrasana 2. So we'll take the legs a little bit wider, soften into your shoulders. Remember, taking that right knee out is what we want to focus on, softening through those shoulders, being long and strong. And then we'll take that left arm down, sweep that right arm up to the sky. And then slowly follow, raise it back down. Right arm lowers, left arm extends over. And then from there, we're just going to gently extend forward. So hands go either side of that right foot. Oh, go away, bumblebee. And then slide back into your plank. And this time we're just going to gently come down onto the knees. Take your knees as wide as your mat. Draw the big toes together. And then just allow the sit bones to lengthen all the way back to the heels and come and take rest into the pose of the child with the knees wide. So just allowing our belly to really hang and sit between the thighs. Extending your arms out just when you're ready. And finding that space now through the sides of the body and into the back and inner thigh. So raise up with the upper body. Walk your hands over the left, either side of the left thigh. Lift and lay your stomach over the left thigh, and then just come and rest down towards the left. Sitting the buttocks back as far as you can towards the heels. And then gently inhale, lifting back up. And walking your hands over to the right. Layering the stomach over the right thigh this time. And extending over with the arms. Again, sitting the buttocks back. And then when you're ready, we'll just gently draw upwards and come on back around into seated. So straighten out through your legs. We're going into our Navasana, our boat pose. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring our hands just tucked in behind our knees, gently sitting back so that you can feel the stomach muscles just start to switch on. Soften into the shoulders, raising up with one foot and then with the other. You may like to stay here, that might be enough. Or if you wish, you can release into the arms. Just soften, lift into the heart, draw that belly button in, watch those legs go shaky, shaky, shaky. And then just sitting back down with the feet, wrap your arms around the knees, inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and then as you exhale, curl in with the spine, tuck in with your head. Let's sit ourselves back up and try that again. So we're going to take our hands under the knees, soften into the shoulders, gently sitting back, raising with one leg, and then with the other. And this time we're going to add a twist. So if you lengthen out into the arms, that's fine. We're going to take that left arm behind and then come back. Right arm behind and then back. Should we do it once more? Left arm behind, breathing. Inhale right and exhale back. Let's lower the legs. Mine is shaking. Inhale up and exhale curl in. So straightening up through the upper body, lengthening out into the legs, sitting on those sit bones, so lifting into the flesh, lifting up with your right knee, and this time we're going to cross it over the left knee. You're going to wrap that left arm around that right knee, gently drawing it in as tight as you can, wrap that right arm behind, sitting yourself up. You're lengthening away with your left leg as best you can, and then allowing that upper body twisting around to the right. Just breathe. And then just slowly unwind. Coming around to the front, you're going to take that right hand to the inside, left hand behind, soften into the shoulders, sitting up nice and tall and just gently rotating around. And then just slowly sitting forward. Straighten out through that, uncross that right leg and straighten out through the legs, given we're bouncing at the knees. Just to take a little side note, bring those feet in together. Just observe how this feels now compared to when it did before. Just bringing those forearms onto those shins and sitting yourself forward. You may or may not notice a difference, but sometimes some people do. Just the twists help the hips to open up. And just gently release when you're ready. So bringing those knees back up to center, straighten out through that right leg. This time bring the left leg over the right, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to wrap that right arm around the left knee, push forward through that right leg, taking that left hand behind, sitting up tall, and just gently twisting around to the left. And breathe. And then slowly, when you're ready, we'll unwind. Just gently bring that left arm to the inside, right hand behind, sitting up tall. And then just slowly release as you come back. So this time straighten out through the left leg, folding forward again. So raising up into the arms, lengthening up, Nishmasana, extend forward, release down, hands wherever, under the knees, calves, ankles, toes, soften, draw yourself forward. Breathe. Staying here for a few breaths. And final breath. And then slowly, when you're ready, roll yourself all the way back up. And gently just bounce into the knees. So I'm going to come and lie down, but just face the other way. So lying ourselves down, gently going to bring ourselves all the way back down. Start by just keeping your knees bent. Rest with your arms out to the side. Just observe how the body is feeling through the shoulders, the back, the arms, the evenness across the back of the body and the parts of the body that are in contact with the floor. And bring one knee at a time in towards your chest. Just squeeze those knees in. Wrap your arms around the knees, gently pulling those knees in, feeling that squeeze in with your knees, and then push down with the tailbone. So while you're pulled in with the knees, you're pushing down the tailbone. Feel that gentle squeeze. And then just release. Just take those feet back down to the floor. We're going to lengthen our arms out to the side, shoulder height. Let's take our feet a little bit wider, about as wide as your mat. And take our knees from side to side. Knees go same direction. Gently draw the knees up and over. Inhale up. And gently exhale over. Inhale up and over. So let's see if we can incorporate some core strength. Each time the knees go down, soften into the belly. When you go to draw the knees up, draw the belly in to initiate the move of the legs, connecting the core strength to use the knees to come back up. The belly button draws in, lifts up with the knees, and then you soften into the belly to let the knees go over. Pull the belly in, draw the knees up, exhale, lower them down. Inhale the knees up, and exhale them over. If you've started turning with your head in the opposite direction to the knees, that's fine. And then, of course, this might be quite comfortable. It might be enough for you in your back today, so just stay here if it is. Otherwise, taking those feet off the floor, forming a 90 degrees with your legs. Let's see if we can keep about a fist-sized distance between your knees and your feet. And we're going to do the same thing by taking the legs about halfway or maybe 2/3 of the way down to the mat or down to the floor. And just gently lowering them back down. Draw the knees up, inhale, and exhale slowly over. Working some beautiful core strength. Spinal twist, opening into the shoulders, back. Really start to engage the core. Keeping the feet and the knees just a little bit apart. And then, of course, straightening out with the legs if you wish. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale the legs up. Exhale them over. Are we still going? You're taking the legs a little further away if you wanted to. Straightening out through the legs, knees from the chest, legs, soles of the feet from the buttocks, making it a little bit stronger. And if you wish to take the legs even further down now, towards the mat floor, do so. So when you're ready, we've done a nice bit of core strength there. We're going to take our knees all the way over to the right-hand side. If you can, take it to the right. We'll wait for you to join up. Meet to the right. Soften in through your shoulders. If it's comfortable, turn with the eyes to the left. And just observe what's happening for you through your hips. Does that left leg rest comfortably to the floor, or does it float up a little? You decide how much you wish to challenge it by bringing that right hand onto the left knee and just drawing it down to the floor a little more if you wish. Just sigh that breath out and just gently soften and breathe. You can deepen the twist a little more if you like. Taking that right knee all the way over. Oh, the left knee, sorry, all the way over to the right. And just release when you're ready with that hand from the knees if it was there. Draw that belly button in and then slowly bring the legs back up to center and then allow them to release quietly over to the left hand side. And just be mindful about the way you move, eyes turn to the right. And just observe what's happening through your right hip. Does that leg go all the way down? Is it lifted off a little ways? And just gently bring that left hand onto the knees if you choose. Sighing the breath out. And just breathe. Just feel yourself really settle into the position as best you can. Lifting that top leg from the bottom one if you wish. Bring it down to the mat a little closer. And then when you're ready, just quietly release with that left hand. Bring those knees back in towards each other and gently draw them back up to center, resting with your head back to center. Bring the knees to the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees. And then slowly lifting your forehead towards the knees. As you then take the head back down to the floor. Soften into your shoulders. And then place the soles of the feet together. And take each knee out to either side. Oh, I've twisted on the mat. So opening those knees out to either side again. Observing that space. I know. Hello. Raising your arms up above your head. So you may like to cactus into your elbows, bending into your arms and just resting with your arms out to the side. Or if it's comfortable for you in your back, holding onto the elbows up above your head and in contact with the floor. Just observe the space in the back, through the hips, the pelvis. Soften in with your eyes and rest and breathe as much as you can. In your own space, just let go with the elbows from the arms. Bring your arms back down to center, bending into your knees and taking your feet to the floor. You're going to interlock your hands. I'll check the time. Yep, good. Interlock your hands, bring your hands behind the head, elbows rest out nice and wide. So when you lift your head off the floor, try and have all of the weight into your hands. So keep the head nice and heavy and encourage those elbows to be wide. So normally there's a big curve into the back. I would like you to tilt that pelvis up, flatten out through the small in the back, and then lifting opposite shoulder towards opposite knee. Opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Exhale as you curl in. Try and keep your elbows wide, the head heavy, chin tucks in. And then if you wish, draw the knee, opposite knee towards your shoulder, taking the feet from the floor. This might be enough. Or if you wish to work it just a little bit stronger, you could take both feet off the floor and still draw the knee towards the shoulder. Always trying to exhale as best you can. Trying to keep the elbows wide. Excuse me, a little tickle. And just working at whatever pace or level feels right for you. Whether it's feet to the floor, just crunching in, whether you're drawing your knees in or whether you've taken the feet right off the floor. So again, just doing another couple to either side. And when you've done those 4, just rest yourself, head back down. Excuse me. Arms down by your side. Lengthen out with your legs one at a time along the mat, and then raise up into the arms. Create that space as best you can, all the way down from your toes up into the arms. Lengthen as best you can. And then sigh the breath out. Bring your arms back over your head and down by your side. Bending back into your knees and just rolling around onto your side. I'm going to go to my right-hand side. So I'm going to come around onto the right, and I'm just going to start by propping myself up onto my hand, bending into your knees. So form a nice 90 degrees with your knees, and then just tuck the soles of your feet back in line with your spine. So pulling your belly button in, supporting the back. If it helps, keep your hand onto your hip, and we're just going to raise and lower with the top left leg. So if you would rather be lying down with your head into the upper arm, that's fine. We're only going to raise and lower with that top left leg a matter of a few inches. So you'll just start to feel a little bit, maybe not yet, but very soon, into the glute medius, so the smaller muscle group of your glute, your buttocks. And then for anyone who wishes to work just a little bit stronger, we'll take the feet off the floor, maybe only a couple of inches, and just continue. Just to add a little bit of extra challenge. Draw the belly button in. I exhale as I raise with the knee. Maybe you're starting to feel it now, a little bit of fatigue coming in. And we'll just aim for 2 more. And then slowly release. So we're just going to gently draw that left knee up towards our left chest, side of our chest. Just a wee release, lengthen out with that right leg out along the mat. And just pause here, feeling that squeeze in with that left side, lengthen down into the right. And then slowly release down with that left leg, and you can roll yourself onto the other side. I'm going to spin myself around so that I'm actually facing you. So again, we'll start by bending into your knees, resting right on top of your hips, supporting your head as best you need. Tuck the soles of the feet back in line with your spine, and then just slowly, when you're ready, we'll raise up and down with our top right leg. Nice. Oh, this is better. I've got a bit of shade on my face. That sun's got some heat. So just gently keeping that easy motion going. Try not to rock back so the hips are staying still. And if you wish, you can take the feet from the mat. Just make it a little more challenging today. Keep this gentle motion going. Good. Fatigue maybe just creeping in a little bit. One or two more. And then when you're ready, we'll just rest. So we're going to bring that right knee back in towards our chest and drawing it upwards. Lengthen down with that left leg. So squeeze up with the right, draw down with the left. Just feel that little bit of space open up. And then from there, we're going to roll ourselves onto our back. So push down with that right leg and then allow yourself to roll onto your back. I'm going to spin myself around again. So back onto your back. Bringing your knees in towards your chest. Just gently tuck your knees in. And then quietly flipping the soles of the feet to the sky. Opening those knees out to either side. Gently draw inwards and down with your knees. Soles of the feet are upwards, holding around your ankles or the feet if you can reach into your happy baby, happy and under. And you're going to rock as much as you can from side to side, being as big and as broad as you can, coming all the way over to your upper arm or your thigh, and then seeing if you can get all the way back up. Try not to be a cast baby. Keeping the feet wide, knees wide. And then just slowly coming back up to center. Releasing with your feet, bringing the feet back down to the hips, knees inward, wrapping around your arms around the legs, squeezing those knees in, squeezing them in, and pushing that tailbone down just a little, pulling in and pushing down. Beautiful, squeezing it in. And then just slowly release by taking your feet back down to the floor. Place the soles of the feet together and open each knee out to either side. Rest with your palms turned up, and/or you may choose to take your elbows out to the side, bent, or even wrapping your arms up above your head in contact with the floor. Just breathe. Closing with your eyes and just soften through your face. And relax through the body as best you can. And just observing now how you would most like to be for your final relaxation. If you've got the time, see if you can give it to yourself for just another few minutes. Hopefully your home space is quiet enough for you to enjoy it. Maybe you want to stay here with your knees wide, soles of the feet together. Otherwise, you may like to lift your knees up, place the feet to the floor, knees bent, or maybe it's a matter of straightening out with your legs one at a time. You choose. But just very quietly soften, relax, get into a position that feels right for you for this moment. And make any adjustments that you need to through your body, through your clothing, so that the head is resting evenly. Chin is tucked in, shoulders are down from your ears, the arms are relaxed, fingers are soft, the shoulders and hips feels even through their distribution, the legs are relaxed, and the toes are soft, wherever you are rested. Take a moment to just observe the breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Just very gently start to reawaken, turning with your head as slowly as you can from side to side, wiggling with your fingers, with your toes, and then gently reawaken through the entire body, rocking, reaching out, curling in, doing what you need to do. Taking your time to then gently roll yourself onto your right hand side to lift into the heart. On and on. And then come and sit down. Sit down, guys. Onto the posy child. Sit down. I could have stayed there for quite some time, I think, today. That felt just perfect. Thank you so much, you lovely people, for joining me today. I hope that you have got something out of it and had a wonderful practice. So, namaste. Thank you very much. We'll see you another time.
Thanks, Liv.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, I know, right? That's why I wanted to do it outside. It was so beautiful, wasn't it?